Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. So, this is a really cool video for me because a year ago I posted my first YouTube video ever for a reaction and breakdown of Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime performance. And it kind of changed my life. I know no one likes long intros, but if you will give me just a moment of your time, I want to take a moment to say thank you so much. I had wanted to start a YouTube channel for well over a decade and never did it. Posted that first video on a whim, mostly because I had planned to post it on TikTok. I had posted a couple of Taylor Swift reactions before on an old account. And once I got done doing it, it was so much longer than I expected that I was like, well, I did make a YouTube, so I'll just post it. To say I was flabbergasted with the response would be an understatement. Just the community that we've built, the way that you guys have taken me on a whole journey. I did a whole Kendrick Lamar deep dive. We're still catching up on the missed content that I had along the way after doing all the albums and music videos a year later, and started another one with Tyler the Creator. Had other reactions along the way and other things like Introduction to series and just all sorts of things. But those of you who have been around here for a while, you guys know it's been rough. I had 3 major deaths in my life in the past 4 months, and it was a rocky road in the months leading up to that too. Truly, this community and being able to do this content has been my saving grace and given me some joy when I didn't think that that was a possibility for me. The people who support me over on Patreon and the community that we built over there with both the Salem Coven members who are the paid subscribers who support this channel and allow me to do this. I am so forever grateful for you guys. I just never thought that I would be able to do this. It just genuinely means the world. And whether you're over there as a Salem Coven member or just a part of the community over there in the group chats and all of your comments and all of the guidance you guys give me, and I'm so grateful for you all. And obviously everyone on YouTube, all of your comments, you guys have made me laugh, you've made me cry, you've made me feel so loved. I sometimes don't know how to deal with it. Honestly, I've just never felt so supported and understood and presented myself in a way that I wasn't trying to, hold back my excitement and me jumping up and getting really fixated on a lyric and being able to just not have to feel the need to mask myself or tone myself down is not something I was ever used to, and something that I cannot express how much it has meant to me and how much being celebrated for these things that have, not always been looked at as something to be celebrated. Grief has been heavy. The world we live in is heavy. There's so much going on right now. I just appreciate everything I've learned from you guys in the comments, things that you've shared with me about your personal lives, your cultures, everything. All I ever wanted was to create a space that anybody, regardless of who you love or what your skin color is, if you have a certain religion, if you don't have one at all, how you identify, where you live, where you're from, how much money you have, what, neurodivergencies you have like I do, or mental health that you're struggling with, or physical health, anything. I just wanted a community that felt like a safe space for anybody to feel like they could come in, celebrate, enjoy, and explore music together. That's all I've ever wanted. And you guys have done that for me. So again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. And I am so excited to watch this halftime show. It just feels so full circle. I'm so excited to see what Bad Bunny has to give us. I know I've heard some Bad Bunny. He is obviously one of the top artists in the world. I know he just recently won a Grammy, which made history. I'm so excited about that. And while I have not had a chance to really deep dive into his music, and I don't really know much at all, if I'm being honest, I know he uses this platform to uplift people, especially those in his community. And I'm so excited to see his halftime show. I do not speak Spanish, so I know I will not pick up on a lot there. In case you're new here, the lyrics are kind of my thing. Taylor Swift's always, her whole discography has been something I've dived into. Lyrics and the interconnected, woven storyline, multiverse she's created with her music is something that has provided me a lot of joy and happiness in a safe space since I was like 11 years old. That's kind of my forte, since I am, in fact, not musically inclined in any way, shape, or form. I also have zero rhythm. So, you know, there's that. But so I am normally like the lyrics person. So I know that that is not what I'm going to be able to do in this video, but I feel like it's going to transcend that anyways. I do listen to a lot of music that is not in a language I speak. I have since I was little. My dad is really big on that. So, you know, music has a way, even though I am more of a like a lyric deep dive person, at the end of the day, music is a universal language and we feel it. When music is authentic, you feel it. And so, without further ado, again, sorry for the long intro, but thank you for a year on YouTube and Patreon and everything. I love you guys. Let's hop into it. I've been in like a social media blackout for the past bit. I was waiting for it to be posted on YouTube. I wonder if I'm gonna cry this year. Wasn't expecting that last year, but you know, got a little teary-eyed if I remember correctly.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
The National Football League welcomes you to the Apple Music Super Bowl 60 halftime show.
Wait, okay, sorry, I just wanted to make sure I was in frame. It's hard to tell if I scooted over enough.
Qué rico es el latino. ¡Hoy se ve!
That's, oh, also, in case you're new here, I pause a lot. I'm just warning you. Sugarcane, right? Obviously, like a big part of Puerto Rico history. Oh, cool. Wait, what did that say? Was that 64? Significance, can someone tell me? I don't know if that has something to do with him, but if I think 64, given this, I'm gonna go with Civil Rights Act of 64. Is that what he's referencing, or is it something else? Let me know.
Ey, Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Ey, muchas novias. Hoy tengo a una, mañana otra. Pero no hay boda. Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Ey. Muchas novias, hoy tengo a una, mañana otra. Ey, me la voy a llevar a todas pa' un VIP, ey. Saludan a Titi, vamos a tirar un selfie. 6 chis, que sonríen las que ya les metí en un VIP.
Oh, I love they're playing dominoes. I love that it had the shot of like the fields and then it went into this like remake of the fields. That's just so beautiful. And I love the stand.
Un VIP, ey. Saludan a Titi, vamos a tirar un selfie. 6 chis, que sonrían las que se olvidaron ya de mí. Me gustan mucho las Gabriela, la Patricia, la Nicole, la Sofía. Mi primera novia en Kinder María y mi primer amor se llamaba Talía. Tengo una.
What's the center block thing? Does that symbolize or represent something? I love that it's the women doing that, so I feel like that's meant to say something. Someone could help me out there.
Una colombiana que me escribe todos los días y una mexicana que ni yo sabía, otra en San Antonio que me quiere todavía y las de PR que toditas son mías, una dominicana
the boxing.
que bombón, ey, uva bombón, la de Barcelona que viene en avión y dice que me hizo te cobran, yo dejo que juegue con mi corazón, quisiera mudarme con todas por una mansión, el día que me case te envío la invitación, muchacho deja eso.
Antes tú me pichabas,
Oh,
ahora yo picheo.
Artie.
Antes tú no querías, ahora yo no quiero. Antes tú me pichabas,
Las mujeres en el mundo entero
antes tú no querías, ahora yo
perreando
no
sin
quiero.
miedo.
No, tranqui,
Yo
yo perreo
perreo,
sola.
ey, mueve.
Yo perreo sola.
Oh my god, I love it.
Ok, mi vida anda fugado y yo quiero que tú me lo escondas. Agárralo como bonga, se metió una que la pone cachonda. Ey, brincarlo, no lo hondo. Ey, si te lo mato no me llames, que esto no es pa' que me ames. Si tu novio no te, pa' eso que no, ey, ey, en el perreo no se quita.
If I could dance. I'm pretty sure I said this last year too, if I'm being honest. I vaguely remember being like, God, I wish I could dance. I'm telling you, it's a phrase I use frequently. Like, I freaking wish, okay? I don't understand how bodies can move like that. And you know, listen, hold on. I got to go on a little bit of a rant here. Also, if you're new here, I rant. Like, I'm hypermobile, okay? One would think that would allow for more movement and flexibility. And somehow it doesn't translate. Anyways, I'll just forever be mourning that. So, you know, I wish. I love his heart. I wish. All of those women are so beautiful. I just... Oh my gosh, there's so many people back there. Cool shot.
Voy a llevarte pa' PR, mami, pa' que veas cómo es que se perrea. Trae a tu amiga si te gustó la idea. Dile que esta noche es mundial. Ey, qué rico lo vamos a pasar. Aquí nadie se va a casar, pero tú te vas a querer quedar. Ey, aprovecha que estoy soltero. Single.
Oh, cool. I don't know. I need y'all to know for a second there, I kind of forgot that he was on the roof. And so I was like, I like for a second was like, oh, he's right. Duh. Where did you think he went? Underground? Like, I don't know. For a second there, I was like, oh, he came out the door. Obviously, he came out the door. Where else? Just ignore me. Just literally ignore me.
Estás escuchando música de Puerto Rico, de los barrios y los caseríos. Ella viene por ahí.
Love. Oh, I love that you had that proposal, and then you also have this.
Barrios y los caseríos. Ella viene
I
por
love that.
ahí.
Yes. Yes, please add that kind of representation. Thank you.
Ella nunca llega sola, todos bandidos que sueltan la pi. Ey, ey, que esta noche lo que haya. Perreo, baby, sabeteo, baby, chastrao, baby, hasta abajo, baby, no te quites, baby, en la disco, baby. Ey, 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 perreo, baby, sabeteo, baby, chastrao, baby, todos latinos, baby. Ey, hasta abajo, baby. Buenas tardes, California.
Why does that sound familiar? Is that just like a popular song? Listen, I'm gonna be honest for a second. It sounded like James Bond. I swear it did though. Am I crazy? You know, you guys know, I'm not good with the music stuff, so maybe I just think it sounds like it, but I swear it sounds like James Bond. I don't even remember which one. Okay, not the point. This is beautiful. Love this.
Buenas tardes, California. Mi nombre es Benito Antonio Martínez Ocasio. Y si hoy estoy aquí en el Super Bowl 60, es porque nunca dejé de creer en mí. Tú también deberías de creer en ti. Vales más de lo que piensas.
Wait, Oh, I don't speak Spanish. I did though. When I was little, I was fluent in Spanish. When I was like little, like 5, 6, but I lost it all. I hate that I lost it all. And then I really did think that once I got into high school and had to take it, that it would just like all come flooding. It did not. It did not. I feel like I picked up on a little bit of that though.
Y si hoy estoy aquí en el Super por 60,
Something about in the Super Bowl.
es porque nunca, nunca dejé de creer en mí.
Because I believed in me?
Tú también deberías de creer en ti.
I'm assuming it's something like, because I think the words are the same, so something like, you gotta believe in you too, or something along those lines. Maybe? If I'm wrong, I'm sorry.
Vale más de lo que pienso. Créeme. Dime, 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 a tú es lo que tú querías.
Por el poder que se me otorga, los declaro.
Is that the same people who proposed early? No. No, I feel like that was different, right? They're having a wedding? Can you imagine being like, yeah, I just casually got married during Bad Bunny's performance? Like, how did that even happen? Are these people he knows? Like, who are they? I feel like someone's got to know who they are. I'm so sorry if those are like public figures that I don't know. I'm not always the most well-versed in that, so I don't know if it's that, or if someone wants to let me know, I'd be very appreciative. Wow. What happened to my volume? Oh.
Por el poder que se me otorga, los declaro marido y mujer. Puedes besar a la novia.
That's beautiful. What? I was not expecting that. I knew Cardi was going to be there, and I thought maybe, but I was not expecting. Oh my God, I love her. God, she looks beautiful.
Lost in the words that we speak. I don't even want to do this anymore. 'Cause you already know what you mean to me. And our love's the only war worth fighting for. Wherever you go, that's where I'll follow. Nobody's promised tomorrow. So I'ma love you every night like it's the last night. Like it's the last night. If the world was ending, I'd wanna be next to you. If the party was over and our time on earth was through, I wanna hold you just for a while and die with a smile. If the world was ending, I'd wanna be next to you.
Mientras uno está vivo, uno debe amar lo más que pueda.
I love this. Oh, it's just really important right now. Honestly, the music that makes me wish I could wish I had the rhythm to really dance is music like this. Just the way everyone is moving their bodies is it's so fluid and I mean, it's beautiful. I just think this is beautiful. I remember going to quinceañeras and things like that, and just the community and how excited everyone was, and just watching everyone dance was and to be fair, listen, A lot of great people have tried to teach me, and I tried. It didn't go very well, but I tried, and I had a good time trying. But oh my God, it's music like this that just, I'm telling y'all, it just makes me so badly wish I had rhythm. Oh, I didn't even see the little kids. Wait, is that who he spun around a second ago? I saw the, I don't know if it was the commercial or the teaser or whatever, and he was like spinning around like all the different people. And oh God, that was beautiful. That was such a beautiful message. And he's carried that teaser throughout the whole performance too, because you know, he had the people at the beginning and the different like, food and beverage, like cart deals and stuff like that. And since this is in California, I don't know, maybe like just wouldn't surprise me if those were like local. I mean, they may just be like props, but like it also wouldn't surprise me. But anyways, the point is that he's had different ages, you know, the men that were playing the dominoes, got the little kids, and all different like body types and everything. It's just so like inclusive, and you feel that. Oh, look at all the kids asleep. There's always like a kid asleep at a wedding or like any gathering like that. You know, the adults are like up late and stuff like that. There's like always like a kid asleep on like the chairs or under a table or something like that.
Baila, baila, baila sin miedo. Ama sin miedo.
That's so cool. Can I ask a dumb question? Okay, two things. I feel like we may have had this conversation before in a different video, and I genuinely don't remember what the answer was. You're like, Vambie, we literally already talked about this. Apologies, because I was about to ask this question, and I was like, I swear I've asked this question before. Are stores like that, are they, isn't technically like a bodega connected to a specific culture? Is that right? And if so, oh, I swear, I don't, or is that kind of like, or do people use that as like a general term? I don't remember you guys telling me this. But anyways, is that like considered a bodega, or is that not the right term because that's connected to something? I don't remember you guys. I feel like you guys told me this. I can't stand when I don't remember things. I normally internalize things better too. Okay, anyways, I love that he fell, like everyone's like catching him. I love that. And earlier it was interesting. I'd have to think about this. Earlier when he fell through, he like crashed into family home. And then this one, he fell back and he was caught by it. And that feels more like the community. So I don't know if that's what that's trying to say. Like, we're better together, essentially, maybe. Oh, like a barbershop.
Okay.
Hold on, we gotta turn this up. I love this music so much.
San Francisco, disfruta que esto es un ratito nada más. Ey, 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 4 de julio fue el de July. Ando con mi prima borracha Rulay. Los míos en el Bronx, ¿sabes la que hay? Con la nota en high, por Washington hay. Willy Colón me dicen el malo. Ey, porque pasan los años y sigo dando palos. Vendiendo discos como cuadro Frida Kahlo. El perigo es blanco, sí, sí, el tusi rosita. No te confundas, no, no, me evita. Ey, un shot de cañita en casa de Toñita. Y PR se siente cerquita. Tengo el campeonato nacional.
Oh, look, that's a photo. Look at the photo in the back. Hold on. That's him, right? Wait. So who is this?
Maravita, ey, un shot de cañita en casa de Toñita. Y PR se siente.
That's him, right? Hold on. Where does the feather come from? What was I saying? 444 Grand Street. Since there's a photo of the, is that someone who's related to him? Or is this someone maybe from Puerto Rico that is a public figure or something? I'm sorry in advance if it's that. I just don't recognize the person. But I saw the picture and I was like, so I don't know if maybe it's someone related to him or... So if someone could let me know that, I would be appreciative.
Tengo el campeonato, nadie me lo quita.
Oh, I love the flag.
No me aguantes, vete nuevo, ¿ok? Puerto Rico.
Pero siempre en ti.
Stop.
Vete nuevo. No me aguantes, vete nuevo, ¿ok? Puerto Rico.
Pero siempre en ti.
Stop. I knew it was going to happen. Damn it. This is why representation is so important. We talk about that so much on this freaking channel. But I know I say it all the time, but like this is why representation is so important. Handing us a Grammy.
Como Bad Bunny va a ser el pop, ey, con reggaetón y dembow.
Hold on, I want to party, but hold on. I want to party and have a good time with you guys here, but hold on. Oh, shit.
Como Bad Bunny va a ser el pop, ey, con reggaetón y dembow.
Love his pants. I love their pants. Is that Ricky Martin?
Quieren quitarme el río y también la playa. Quieren el barrio mío y que abuelita se vaya. No, no, suelte la bandera ni olvide el Lelolai. Que no quiero que hagan contigo lo que me pasó a Hawái. No, no, suelte la bandera ni olvide el Lelolai. Que no quiero que hagan contigo.
Con mucho cariño para todos ustedes.
Oh, for the power grid stuff? Oh my God. Okay, love that. I'm sure there's a ton of references I missed, but that one I get. With their power grid and like with all the storms and everything and how like we're not helping. Puerto Ricans are US citizens and we I'm gonna get all ranty. Y'all know how I get about this. It's just like the elephant that I'm not talking about because this is the Super Bowl halftime show. And first of all, it shouldn't matter who is singing, regardless of their citizenship, but it is so concerning to me the amount of people who do not know Puerto Ricans have US citizenship. Like that, we want to talk about a failing education system. What do you mean? There's a lot of stuff that I'm just like, what, as so many of us are like, what the fuck's happening right now? And what has been happening? Let's not pretend like this is new. This is another one of those what the hell moments. Who's performing as if we have not had multiple performers in the past? Shakira, Rihanna. Like, what do you mean? But even that aside, Bad Bunny is an American citizen and that shouldn't matter. Oof, 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 oof. I cannot believe you are going with your full chest and saying something so ignorant. I mean, I'm not surprised, let's be honest. But it's like, what? The fact that you don't know that Puerto Ricans have US, what do you mean? But then also, you know, it's not like we show up. It's not like we're it's not like we are, like, let's not forget, when did you want to give that? Oh, that's right. Convenient that it was right there when you needed soldiers, but you colonize and then you do what? So this power grid, I love that. I mean, let me rephrase that. I hate that, but I love that it's being put in this, you know? Oh, the flag.
Puerto Rico está bien está bien cabrón. De Carolina sale reggaetón y los higües te vayan.
And it's little things like this. Like, I love that we have someone, I don't want to identify people, but I'm assuming someone who's more feminine presenting and more masculine presenting. I love that both of them are like up there working on those electrical lines. It's these little details that are so important.
Está bien cabrón. De Carolina sale reggaetón y los higües te vayamos. Ey, ey. Quieren montarse en la ola y no han ido a rincón. Un besito pa' abuela.
I feel like I know this. What? I'm just gonna look this up because it's gonna bother me. I'm pretty sure I remember that that's the original flag, right? Because of the blue. But I'm gonna double check that because I'm not sure. Yes. Okay. I thought that was right, but I didn't want to say it if I didn't look it up. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't wrong about that. I love that. And I guess that's also Lady Gaga's dress. It was that light blue too. I'm sure there's probably other things in there.
En el balcón de Carolina sale reggaetón y los higües te vayamos. Ey, ey. Quieren montarse en la ola y no han ido a rincón. Un besito pa' abuela en el balcón cogiéndote los hoyos en la Rubicón. Esto es PR. Tierra de Maelo y Tego Calderón y de Varel que fue campeón. Primero que Lebrón. Maldita sea. Otro pagón, vamos pa' los bleachers a prender un blon. Antes que a Pipo le dé un buffet. Puerto Rico está en está en cabrón. Puerto Rico está en
These
Ey, ey, ey.
I love some of these shots, like that downward one, the one where it was looking up between the plants. There's been some really cool shots throughout this that were so well done.
Pichea Maldivas, yo me quedo en Palomino, ey. Si no me voy PRD, un saludo a mis vecinos, ey. Aquí el calor es diferente, el sol está ahí, no, ey. La capital del perreo, ahora todos quieren ser latinos, no. Pero le falta sazón, batería y reggaetón, ey, ey. Pido con mi corillo que somos un montón. Le falta sazón, batería y reggaetón, ey, ey. Pido con mi corillo que somos un montón. Welcome to the calentón. Por la mañana café, por la tarde ron. Ya estamos en la calle, sal de tu balcón. Por la mañana God bless America, sea Chile, Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay, Bolivia, Perú, Ecuador, Brasil, Colombia, Venezuela.
The only thing more powerful than hate is love. There's nothing wrong with this. This is what's right with the world. This is humanity at its best.
Bless America, sea Chile, Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay, Bolivia, Perú, Ecuador, Brasil, Colombia, Venezuela, Guyana, Panamá, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Honduras, El Salvador, Guatemala, México, Cuba, República Dominicana, Jamaica, Haití, las Antillas, United States, Canadá, a my motherland, mi patria, Puerto Rico. Seguimos aquí.
What did it say? Together what? Is that printed on the football too? Together we are America. And it's like all the Americas. Stop.
Seguimos aquí. ¡Ahora sí! De cuando te tuve, debí darte más besos y abrazos.
take that moment in.
Muchas gracias. Debí tirar más
I want more.
The National Football League thanks you for watching the Apple Music Super Bowl 60 halftime show. Switch to Apple Music and
Was that shorter than last year's? Or is it just because I paused so much last year? I'm sorry, just one more time.
God bless America. Sea Chile, Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay, Bolivia, Perú, Ecuador, Brasil, Colombia, Venezuela, Guyana, Panamá, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Honduras, El Salvador, Guatemala, México, Cuba, República Dominicana, Jamaica, Haití, las Antillas, United States, Canadá, a my motherland, mi patria, Puerto Rico. Seguimos aquí. ¡Ahora sí! De cuando te tuve, debí darte más besos y abrazos. ¡Ojalá! Muchas gracias. Debí tirar más
the National Football League.
That was beautiful. You know, I'm gonna be honest, if you told me a little over a year ago that my like new annual tradition would be just like crying at the Super Bowl halftime performance, I promise you I would not have believed you. I don't know if I should try to look up the like translations of the songs that he sang. I mean, regardless, I'm gonna look it up even if it's on my own time. Part of me feels like from a being appreciative of full message, I want to go look it up. But then there's this other part of me that's kind of like, you don't need them to understand. And so I'm just like kind of sitting here going back and forth of like, do I look it up on like while we're video or do I not? And I don't know. I'm so happy that he did this. I'm so happy that Kendrick got to do it last year. I'm so happy that Bad Bunny got to do it this year. These incredibly talented artists who are using their platform in this way and on one of the biggest stages, you know, to really highlight the things, not only the world, but they're especially uplifting parts of their communities. If you've been around here before, like, you know how I feel about people. Like, people are people. We have such a finite time on this earth. I just can't imagine spending it tearing other people down, hurting other people over something like where someone was born or over how much melanin they have in their skin. Like, you don't get to choose those things. You could have been born anywhere. You could have been born into anybody. This world right now, my God, this country. And again, like I said, like I am under no false pretenses that this has just come out of nowhere. It hasn't. And these things have always been here. People of color have said it since the beginning of this country. I mentioned this in another video I recently filmed that actually I don't think will be posted for a bit, especially on YouTube. Patreon's usually like a month or so ahead of YouTube, with the exception of things like this. Planning on posting this on YouTube on like my actual year anniversary, which is I think on the 19th. But in this recent video, I was talking about kind of going back and forth with myself because I go through this cycle where it's like, okay, I want to be informed. I want to bear witness. I think it's important. But then I also am like, you get in that cycle of feeling so hopeless, and it's like, but then I get mad because I'm like, it's a privilege that you feel like you get to log off, you know? I feel a little ridiculous sitting down to film. We have atrocities happening all over to people of color and immigrant, lawfully here, unlawfully, I don't care. No one deserves what's happening. What's happening in Minnesota, what's happening in LA, what's happening all across. And don't get me wrong, globally, you know? In Palestine, in Ukraine. And I don't know really what I can get away with saying right now on YouTube, but with the files coming out and reading, and, you know, it's like, I didn't need those files. I knew all I needed to know from the victims. Crimes against children. It's like, I knew it was going to be bad. But you just, I mean, you just can't imagine. How would you imagine the things that have come out? It's like, you know, it's going to be bad, but it's another thing to bear witness. And so I sat down to film and I was like, I feel crazy because it's like, logically, I know this is valid responses to the way that people are being treated in the streets. Citizen, not citizen, legal, not, and then files and learning that, like, we're just supposed to go about, you know, like, this is not, I know logically how I am feeling and reacting is not unwarranted. How do I do this? You know, and but then there's the other part of me that's like, I do believe that joy is an act of resistance. And while there's that part of me that feels guilt about that as well, because I'm like, what right do I have to have joy right now? But then I have to also remember that logically we need to take, you know, if you can, if there's a way, which it's a privilege to be able to do that. And I acknowledge that privilege. But if there's a way to have some moments of joy and to keep filling your, you know, I made the reference, like, as cliched as it is, being on a plane and you have to put your air mask on first so you can be able to help other people. If this channel and my content can provide anyone with a moment of joy or a feeling of connection, or if you are feeling just as the way the world, you know, if you're just feeling overwhelmed, I hope that I can provide that. I don't want to also fuel that feeling of not like acknowledging the reality, you know? I'm trying to do some of this in the hopes that maybe it brings a little pocket of joy so we can continue to use our voices and to speak and to stand up and to take action and help each other and stand with your neighbors and help in your communities in any small and large way, with your time, with your money, with your voice, with all the different avenues of us staying together. And I want this community to be a space that people know that they can show up and they can feel safe and they can feel heard. And I hope that it is that. I try to live my life every day, recognizing the privileges that I have, and you know, anytime I can talk about important things or uplift things or messages in music, I try to do that. And I just appreciate learning from you guys in the comments. I know I missed a ton in this. I, quite frankly, kind of feel like I did not do a good job this year. I feel like I picked up on more last year, but I mean, to be expected a little bit. I'm sure there's a lot of references all throughout that, maybe people or symbols or, you know, things like that. And I would love for you to share anything in the comments, or if you have any suggestions of Puerto Rican creators that I can go watch, maybe their breakdowns to learn more. Please put that in the comments. I love when you guys do that. It helps me out so much. I try to absorb as much as I can. It's really important to me that I do that. So if you have any suggestions, I would really appreciate it, especially because I feel like I had to have missed so much. Performance was incredible. I know I have a lot that I didn't see, didn't pick up on. So like I said, please let me know in the comments, you know, what I get right, what I get wrong, what did I miss? And thank you for 1 year. I really don't know what I would do without you guys. Thank you. Love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.